Hi, everybody. It's Mary Ellen from Create With Me, and I'm here in my little slice of heaven called the Creativity Nest to bring you another episode of Teach Me Tuesday. So, I have a lot of friends that are in the stamping world, demonstrators or stamping friends. And so, when I talk to them, I always say, "Oh, I have to do Teach Me Tuesday." Like, what are you doing right now, or what's really hot, or what would you like to see? So, this idea is brought to you by an idea that my friend Jenny gave to me today when I was talking to her on the phone. So, because you kind of get in a rut, and sometimes you're doing one thing and you don't realize, like, oh yeah, I haven't done that for a while. So, that's what we're going to show today. So, I'm going to talk about embossing paste and masks. So, I've done a little bit with masks, and I've done a little bit with embossing paste, and we're going to put them together and do. I'm going to show you some, just one idea, or just a couple fun tips and ideas. So let's go ahead and get started. Just chime in and let me know you're here. I'm going to take you down on my desk. So this is one of the new folders. It's out of the July through December mini catalog, the holiday catalog. And I thought this would be a fun one because it's got snowflakes, and it's got some possibilities of being able to tint things with some color. So that's what I'm going to use. So what you're going to need is you're going to need embossing paste. So we have two kinds. We have just regular embossing paste right here, and we have shimmery white embossing paste. And I'm going to show you shimmery white embossing paste because you know what, it's got glitter and it's just kind of fun. So that's what we're going to do. So I want to show you also, you get some tools. That there's a set of 3. This is just my favorite one. This is the one I use for everything. And then the other, like just some supplies you might need, is have some water. I've got some water off camera on hand in a little dish that if I'm not running right to the sink, I can put my things in the water. And then it's nice to have a silicone mat if you want to do some coloring. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with just some shimmery white embossing paste. And I'm going to bring in, oops, that's not the right one. This one's not open yet. I've got one that's open. So this stuff does dry out. So what I recommend is I always put it in a zipper bag. So this is one I'm working off of. And I put it in a zipper bag just to keep it good and moist. And this is one that I've had open for quite a while, actually. And so it's got a little cover on it. So it's really just, it's like doing frosting. Remember, I've talked about just like frosting. So first thing I'm going to do is bring in a piece of white paper, just a basic white paper. And we're going to use the shimmery embossing paste, just white on white. So I want to show you how you would do that. You would just lay your mask on top. I just definitely using grid paper. No question here. Got to have grid paper because it does make a little bit of a mess. And then you're just going to spread it just like you would frosting. You don't need a lot. And I just start with my tool and I spread it real thin. I kind of am scraping it as I go. I can scrape off all that excess. And then I lay it down, making sure I'm getting in all the spots. And I've got some that are done and that I can show you in advance. So that's really all there is to it. It's just scraping it just like this, okay? And then go ahead and lift up your mask. Hold on just a minute here. And then you've got this beautiful tone on tone, and it's shimmery. I know you probably can't see it on the camera, but it's so pretty. But let me show you what one looks like. I'm going to lay that on the side. This one I did in advance, and this one's all dry. Maybe you can see the shimmery a little bit better. Gail, can you see the shimmery on there? I'm not sure if you can. We'll pretend it's not shimmery. We'll pretend it's plain. But then if you bring in one that's a piece of paper that's colored, okay, so I just brought in some balmy blue because that to me, shimmer, just a wintry type of color. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Now just bear with me because I am going to show you some other ideas on how to color it. And it's just like doing drywall paste, right? So if you've ever done drywall paste, anything on the walls, it's kind of fun. All right, so you're just going to go like that. Now this is just white, and then I can scrape it right back into my container so you can see it doesn't use too much. So isn't that pretty? Ah, so gorgeous. You can't see the shimmery. Well, it really is shimmery. So that is just plain. And then I've got one that's dry. And you might want to know, like, how long does it take to dry? It only takes a few minutes. It takes maybe 15 minutes. It doesn't take very long. So here it is with just the plain white on the balmy blue. Now, I'm going to show you, I have earlier, I took some of the shimmery and I colored it with a little bit of the balmy blue. And I'm just going to show you what that looks like after it's dry. So here's balmy blue on balmy blue. So look what it does. So here, I'm going to get the dry one out. This is just plain white. And this is balmy blue after I've colored it on balmy blue. So if you're looking for that, if you don't want it to be white, you want it to be transparent, color your embossing paste the color of your paper and you'll have that transparent look. So I want to show you the same thing with, so you can see what it is in balmy blue on white. So it is colored, even though on here it looks transparent. So that's kind of fun. So let me just show you how to do that. And I just brought in a little darker blue. I'm just going to take this same blue and I'm just going to add a drop of Misty Moonlight, just because I thought maybe with it being on camera, it would help if it was just a little darker. So that's all it takes. You don't need very much. Whoop. And then I'm going to bring in my blue, and I'm going to bring in my mask. And I'm just going to spread it on. It's very fun. I think I'll do it on the blue and on the white, just for myself. And then I can show you afterwards so you're not sitting here watching me painting. So now I've got it on. Now I'm going to scrape the excess off because the stuff on top, we don't need that. That's enough for me to do it on white. But here now you can see it a little bit better. So now it's not transparent. So now it is a little blue on blue. So that should dry pretty close to that. And then I'm going to bring in, I just had the one piece of white. Let's see what I have here. Well, that was the only, I guess I thought I had another piece of white, but I don't, and I'm not going to go grab one. So let me take you back down to my face. So it's really fun. So, sometimes you kind of, I said earlier at the beginning, you kind of get in a rut. This is one of those things that you think, oh, it's so messy, Emmy. It is a little messy, but you know what? Sometimes aren't there days that you just want to be a little messy with your crafting, right? You just want to do, you get in this thing where you're just stamping or you're just, Gail, I know, does a lot of her collage work and her mixed media, but wouldn't this be beautiful on your mixed media? And so sometimes you just get doing the same old, same old. I'm just putting my stuff in the water now so that until I can get to the sink so it doesn't dry on there. And you just get in a rut where you're just doing the same old. And sometimes you just want to play. And so this is a great thing. Get out your embossing paste and get out your mask and do a little playing and really enjoy the process of creating with embossing paste and with the masks. There's my website and there's the current host code. If there's anything that you need, I'm here to help you. Just ask me, or there you can shop on my store. And thank you so much for coming to create with me today.